All right, welcome everybody. This is Jim Barnhart, or as Dub Sim dubbed me, Darth Maul. So hope everyone's doing well. I just want to do a quick video tonight letting everyone know we've got about 2 weeks left to the 22nd for everyone to get on board with Crude Coin as the initial launchees, if you will, the initial investors, the initial members of Crude Coin Investments. The reason for that is we got major benefits for you, most of which are financial with your investment. So I'm going to show you really quickly on here why you want to get going before we cap everything, before we launch the site, which should be February 22nd. Everything's heading that direction. Things are looking good. Looks like we're going to be on time. And so we want to get you guys involved. So those of you who've been kind of sitting on the fence, watching my couple other videos I've done, just kind of get ready, because this will kind of blow you away. Maybe we want to get you to at least invest the minimum that you can, the $100, just to get in. If you can do more than that, of course, we would. You're going to benefit more, and I'll just show you that really quickly. This shouldn't take too long. We'll go through this pretty quickly, and then I'm going to read an article really quickly talking about how things are going in the crypto world to kind of ease those who are still kind of on the fence. So anyway, let's get right into it right now, and I'll kind of show you where we're at and why we want you to get involved. Okay. With us here at Crude Coin, the minimum investment, as you have probably seen in some of the other videos, is $100, as you can see right here. Okay, we let that grow 50%. Okay, for your $50, it grows to $150. The second month, you get it 50% again growth, and it's $75, growing into $225. Okay, so you can see by month 3, you have now reached $225 and doubled your money. Okay, the 50% earnings is $112.50. The next month is $337. Now, on month 4, this is where we'll allow you to take 50% out, as I talked to you before, and I would recommend only taking 50% of your 50% earnings out, just so you can grow your stack faster. Once you get up to where you're making a lot more money in the months to come, then you can take that out. So anyway, so real quickly, you can't take anything out to month 4, but here's where the kicker is, guys. Okay, this is where you want to get in before we cap it. You want to get in as initial investors before we launch the website and before we get the initial investment group in, because what you guys get to earn is your 50%. Okay, you already know that because you're in. But if you don't get in and you start after the website launches, or after we cap everything, and it might not be the same day, it might be not the same time, it might be very soon after, but we want to keep this into a manageable group here where we can keep everybody earning some good money. But if you don't get in before we cap it, okay, this is what we're doing. And let's go back to the chart here so you can see. Instead of making 50%, we're going to be paying out only 35% to those who join us after. So you folks who have started with us, huge financial advantage. Everybody will also be able to get into the real estate opportunities, the accelerated retirement opportunities, the retirement account opportunities with your 401ks and IRAs and everything. But you're only making 35% on your investment. Again, we'll lock it in for the 4 months. So 3 months you can't touch anything, because we want it to grow enough so that you can actually make some money. So month 4 is when you can start to take it out. So let's see what 35% does here for you. At a $100 investment, instead of making $50, you're gonna make 35%, and it drops you down to $35. Now all of a sudden, at the end of the year, month 12, you're only going to grow up to $2,800 from your $100 investment. It's still not bad. I mean, that's a lot better than the stock market. Let's take this back to 50% again. Okay, you basically lost $6,000 this year in growth because you waited and didn't get in for the 35%. So let's just show you what 35%, so $8,700 you're going to get at 35% right up here. Okay, you can see everything drops to $2,800. Okay, so if you put in 500, you're looking at 14,000, which is pretty good growth, as opposed to at the 50% level, you'd be making 43,000. I mean, 14,000 to 43,000. You can see where you're really starting to lose out on these first year dollars. Okay, $1,000 investment. Okay, get you your 87,000 on month 12. But if you're only at a 35%, okay, right here, instead of 87,000, you're only making 28,000. Okay. I don't need to go through any more of the math for you guys. You can kind of figure that out yourself. But we'll get this calculator up there so everybody can use it when they need to. But as of now, we really would like to get everybody to jump in. I mean, you don't have to. That's up to you. I'm just letting you know the financial benefits of starting now before we cap it is immense in the financial part of it. So anyway, that's it for now, guys. I just wanted to let you know that. And now, real quick, I'm going to read through an article to let you know, those of you who are on the fence, that the crypto market is one that you want to get involved with. So, okay, so for those of you who are still on the fence a little bit about the cryptocurrency market and what it entails, understand one thing. We are doing kind of a group funding or a crowdfunding deal with this. We're not investing in Bitcoin per se, solely, if you will, or whatever. There's thousands of coins on the market. A lot of them are based on what Bitcoin is doing or not doing, but not necessarily so tied together that, if everything falls, it falls too, per se. So let me read you a little email I've gotten today from one of my sources, Bits Online. They're talking about the investing. Cryptocurrency investing should be a long-term thing. We've mentioned this to you before. If you expect to get in and out of the market, you're going to probably lose pretty big time unless you know what you're doing. And so I don't. So that's why I let our Jedi Greg, who is he has been keeping us above in the green, or the black, if you will, through all these ups and downs. When we had that big drop in Bitcoin, we were still making money in Crude coin investments. We were still making money. Jedi Greg was following the market, following various coins that are doing well, playing the highs and lows like he does, and being the Jedi Master that he is, making some money for us. So we haven't lost anything in these ups and downs in the market, and that's why we offer you guys such a wonderful product, is because we have somebody like Greg and his team kicking butt for us out there. So again, back to the article here. Cryptocurrency investing should be a long-term thing, says Ernst & Young, America's blockchain leader. This guy, Angus Champion de Crespigny, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, so please forgive me. America's blockchain leader at Ernst & Young told Bloomberg that institutions in the cryptocurrency space need to have a long-term plan, which they probably already have. He added that institutions do not have the tendency to implement products overnight, so any change in Bitcoin value now or in the future will not impede long-term strategies. Okay? HODL. HODL to the moon. Moon HODL. That's what we're talking about. Just let it do its thing. Let Greg do his thing, and we'll be okay. When you invest with us, just don't worry about what's going on every day. That's what he's doing, and that's what he worries about. He goes on to say, he also wanted that heavy fluctuations in Bitcoin value were always likely to happen. So this is nothing new, okay? However, the big question at this point is, how can institutions measure risk when providing access to such volatile assets or asset for clients? Any asset that triples in price in 3 months, you have got to consider is fairly volatile, of course, and has the chance to do the opposite. The only thing you can say about the market right now is that there are more sellers than buyers, and everything else is emotion. Don't get caught up in the emotion, okay? We've got you. We got you covered. You're good, okay? He goes on, credit card ban did not affect the Bitcoin price. Bitcoin price descended for 5 consecutive days, building panic among crypto traders. Bitcoin price fell below 7,000. Now it's above 8. 60% down from its all-time high. It was the first time since November 2017 that Bitcoin price fell below $7,000. However, over the past 24 hours, because this article was on February 7th, that's today, it rebounded slightly, and at the time of this article this morning was about $7,500. I just checked it a little bit ago and it was over 8. So we're bouncing back, okay? Many commentators suggest the plunge in crypto prices across the board resulted from the decision of several banks in the US and UK to halt purchases of digital currencies using credit cards. So they didn't want you to use your credit card to buy cryptocurrencies. Recently, Lloyds Bank Group stopped the purchase of Bitcoin via their cards. Bank of Scotland and Halifax followed suit. Following the bank bans, Virgin Money also banned customers from purchasing cryptocurrencies using its credit cards. Banks claimed it was due to the credit risk in circling the falling value of Bitcoin and other digital currencies. They always give an excuse to try to calm people's nerves or whatever. Champion de Crespigny said that the bans, it is a very volatile asset to put on credit. I am not sure that's nearly necessarily going to be playing into the price action that much. Okay, so it's not very contingent whether people are buying it with their credit cards. Just certain banks are not willing to take that risk. That's fine. Moreover, he suggested that buying cryptocurrencies on credit may even have spiked the price to the 20,000 mark that we hit almost back in December. However, he noted it is impossible to know how much of that actually drove the price. Speculation. Cryptocurrencies, a more profitable asset in the longer run. This is what I'm talking about. HODL. Hold on for dear life. Or hold. We talked about that with Dub and I the other day. He was typing so fast that he hit HODL instead of HOLD. But hold on, don't worry, just HODL. Okay. In the past, Bitcoin was at its peak. Bitcoin presented a potential new financial product for institutional investors. However, at the same time, Bitcoin's volatility suggested irrational exuberance, and people were investing in something they didn't really understand or know about. And that's why we're here. You don't need to really know about much of it. We will educate you as we go along and kind of let you know what you really should know and need to worry about. If you don't want to get involved into deeply with that, then don't worry about it. We got you covered. Here's a quote from John McAfee from McAfee Virus Security Products. Please God, people, get a perspective about the market. The price of Bitcoin today is still higher than it was just 3 months ago. Okay, you got that? 3 months ago. Okay, in a long-term view, Bitcoin is still climbing. Forget about these short-term up and downs. If you are a short-term investor, you need to get real. John McAfee. Okay, cryptocurrencies are very volatile assets, hence investors should plan a long-term strategy and understand something of the tech they're buying into before investing in cryptos. I'm not sure how much or how many times we've mentioned this to you guys, but that's why we want to have you guys invest with us for the long term. We want you to not worry about it for 3 months before you can even start taking your earnings out. This is a long-term investment. This is not an overnight deal. We care about each and every one of you. The more of us we can help, and the more people you know that we can help, have them come on. They can watch this video. We have about 2 weeks before we're going to cap this thing again, like I said, and that 35% versus 50% that they can make in their money is a big, huge deal. If you want to get in and on board quickly, get into that right now and earn that 50% benefit. Plus, we'll have other benefits that we'll talk about later. But everybody, again, still can invest in the real estate, the retirement stuff, and everything else. So, anyway, just wanted to let you guys know that. Hopefully, this helped. And what we'll do is we'll put another one together soon. Also, watch for I Face You Live, the app that's coming out. This thing is going to change social media forever. This thing is going to go huge, guys. I mean, I already have a commercial spot out there on our website and the Facebook page. I'm going to get another couple commercials for that to promote it. You record live once and it shoots it out to 3 different platforms virtually at the same time, live. So you can hit 3 times as many people. You're going to 3x your life with I Face You Live. So keep that coming in, or keep an eye on that. That's also set to launch here sometime this month. We're hoping around the 22nd also. So anyway, thanks guys for listening, and get this out. Share this video with everybody you can to get them in before we cap this, because you saw the difference between 35% and 50%. We want you all to get as much as you can, but we got to keep everything organized best we can. So anyway, take care everybody. Have a good night.